Hello everybody, it's Teresa McAuliffe here from Lighting the Way. I'm glad to be back here. As those of you that are familiar with my work know that I haven't been doing any work with clients since the last day of June, and that was really to accommodate a lot of work that was going on outside of my space here. So it's all revamped, it's really beautiful. So we were getting the garden re-landscaped from start to finish, so a lot of work went on, and I'm happy to announce that it's looking beautiful, and lots of flowers, lots of high vibrational energy brought through. So I'm ready to receive my clients again from Tuesday the 2nd of August, and I have made some changes, little changes really, to how I'm offering things and to my hours of work, but they're all on the website. And for me here today, what I'm really working with is asking the angels for a little bit of help so that we can see what to expect really, I suppose, for the month of August, and a bit of guidance, you know. So we'll do a reading with the angel cards, and I have a few other decks of cards here. So I'm very pleased to be starting this. And today, before I sat down to put the camera on, and I just have it on my phone actually. I'm being a little bit lazy, but I have another camera, but it just takes a long time to set up, so we can go from here. But I asked the angels what was the biggest theme really for the month of August, and it's quite a lot. Of course, we have the courage coming up, we have the Lion's Gate, so we have the 8 of the 8th coming up in August, and some of us are very familiar with that. And it really is about stepping totally into our truth and stepping totally into our power. And that doesn't mean powering over anybody. It actually means quite the opposite. So it really is about accepting your own truth and, you know, having the courage to stand in your power and stand in your truth and stand in your strength, and not to judge anybody else for their beliefs and for how they perceive things or their map of the world really. So it's really about taking, I suppose, responsibility totally for how you feel and how you're showing up in the world, you know. And this is about your joy. It's about you experiencing life to the full. And there is so much conflict, and there is so much contradiction and everything going on in the world that people can get confused. But the month of August is a month for us to bring clarity. And the clarity really, if you work with yourself and you ask yourself what is your truth, all that clarity will come in for you. Yeah, I'm just being reminded also that to expect a little bit of turbulence within really, and this could show itself on your external world as well. And it's about valuing yourself and valuing your time, and saying yes when you mean yes, and saying no when you mean no. And I suppose not having the feeling that you're being taken for granted, or that you're giving your time away when you don't want to give it away. So it's very important that you discern. Okay, so is this okay for me? You know, and that's the first thing, you know. So you're going to do this little ergonomic test, you know. Is it okay for me? Is it okay for the greater environment? You know, you might start even, is it okay for me? Is it okay for my family? Is it okay for my community? But you have to start with yourself, you know. So it can't be against your values and what you want to do with your time. So I think for all of us, there's a big recalibration coming, but it's not going to be as difficult as what it has been over the last couple of years. So the angels are making it easier for us to be able to discern, but helping us to step into our truth, really. That's really what it is. And being able to shine, not hiding your light in the closet anymore, just shining just as you are. You know, you're perfect just as you are, and just allow yourself, no matter what it is that you may feel guilty about or ashamed of or whatever it is, you need to face that and just allow yourself to shine, because, you know, our souls are beautiful, shiny, bright lights filled with love, you know. And the word that I want to bring through for the month of August is joy. You know, when you step into your courage, you step into your truth, you step into your power, the end result is joy. You know, and when I work with people, you know, whether it's IET, whether it's Metatronic, whether it's readings, whether it's coaching, You know, very often what people are missing is the ability to actually connect with their joy, you know. So that's one of my greatest wishes, is to help as many people as I can to really connect with their joy in the world. So without further ado, I'm going to take a few angel cards. Now, I did take one card from Work Your Light cards before I came on the camera, and it's birthing a new age, okay? Birthing new creation, dreaming a new world into being. And really, we've been doing that, you know, since probably 2012. But over the last 2 years, it has accelerated exponentially, really. But for the next month, I'm sure all of you can agree with me. I'm sitting here thinking, am I actually saying August reading? It has sped up, you know, definitely for me. And I'm sure for all of you, you will agree with me that life just seems to be faster. There's just so much happening. It's quick, 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 you know, and what's true today doesn't seem to be true tomorrow. And that's why it's really important that it's your truth that you're connecting with and not what's true for somebody else. And we've really been shown that for the last 2.5 years, really, you know, things seem to change. So let's ask the angels for a little bit of guidance. So I'm going to take 3 cards, I'm told, from this deck. I'm really not so sure why they're giving me the 2nd of August as an important day. So just bear that in mind, okay? I know that that's the day I come back to work, but it's an important day is what they're telling me for all of us. Okay, so here we go. So spiritual growth is our first one, okay? So 3 cards from this deck. So I'm not going to say anything until I have my 3 cards. I'm seeing a beautiful bright light. Beautiful bright light. Number 2, and now let's go for number 3. Okay, angels. Okay, so meditation and study. Okay, so spiritual growth, meditation and study. So it really is about connecting with the soul. You know, we are really developing ourselves, and one of the best ways for us to, I suppose, take the mind out of the body, you know, is to meditate and to extract all those old conditioned ways of being. Joe Dispenza does some great work on that, actually. Meditation, you know, just to slow down the thoughts, slow down all those circular behavioral patterns that come from thoughts, you know, and just to allow that still space where the inspiration can be connected with, you know, because you're always having inspired thoughts, but if you have too many thoughts in your mind, you just don't connect with them. So a course of study, if some of you are thinking about changing direction, it is a good time. August is a good time to, you know, fill out those application forms, make that commitment. You know, the study could be in a couple of months' time. But studying ourselves, it's like the full spectrum. If you look at that card, you know, I'm seeing the rainbow in that, okay? So there's an angel holding a book as well, you know? So we do need to research. We do need to study. We do need to find out for ourselves and not just take things at face value, what we are being told. It's really important. There's never been a better time. There is so much information. There is so much research being done by others even that is available to you if you look in the right places. So study, connect with your soul through meditation, and it really is about spiritual growth. So it's an ample opportunity for you now in the month of August to really connect with yourself and allow yourself time to meditate, you know. And for those that say I don't have time to meditate, just make double time for meditation, because that's the people that need it most. I've started doing meditation every day myself. I usually do a short meditation a day, but I've started to put an hour aside a day for meditation, and I am beginning to notice the results within me, you know, which is absolutely amazing. I just want to see what Archangel Michael has to say, and I definitely need a card from Gabriel as well for some divine guidance. So Archangel Michael, our great protector. I don't know if you can see my little statue there behind me. I always feel Michael is behind me, pushing me forward most of the time, but he's with me, so I don't really have to even ask for protection. He's just there with me all the time. So he is one of my guides, but I have also committed to bringing his work into this earth. So here we go. One, he said, lean on God and the angels for support. So, you know, you may feel a struggle, because when we do start to go in, we do get quiet. We come up against, you know, everything that's in there that we want to heal, shift and change, you know. So the support of a healer would be good for you as well, if this is what comes up. So a healer or somebody, you know, in the world that you know that can really work with you and help you. It's time to really connect with our divine essence and to allow that to shine. So Michael has a little prayer. Dear God and angels, I give you this, and then you would describe your own situation. I give you this now and completely. I step out of the way. So that's getting the mind out of the way. And allow divine miracles to shine through everyone and everything involved. Okay, so that's really beautiful. Okay, so you don't have to worry about if there are other people that are affecting your situation. You allow the divine miracles. So you're stepping out of the way to allow the divine miracles to basically happen. Okay, so divine miracles. Now let's see what Angel Gabriel has to offer us for guidance for August. Now, in IET, we look at Angel Gabriel as the angel that looks after the third eye, and he helps us with divine direction. He helps us clear distrust, and in its place, he offers us trust. So I just feel a very strong presence of Gabriel around me while I'm doing this. So we're really on our journey, you know, and it's just to be able to connect and ask for the help. It's there at all times. During meditation, you can ask for help. You can set up your meditation, you know, with an intention going into the meditation. At the moment, my intention is to take the mind out of the body. So everything that I've ever thought, you know, and it became a habit, you know, ancestral habits really, you know, that this is how this should be done and that's how that should be done, you know, because eventually you can even change your genetic blueprint. So one step at a time is what I tell myself, and I'm allowing the divine miracles. Wow, here we go. Pay attention to your dreams. This is Gabriel's card. Sorry, now I should really have my glasses. You are receiving divine guidance while you sleep. Even if you don't remember your dreams, the answers are in your unconscious mind, where they appear in order to help you. And that's when then very often you can get those unconscious parts or from the unconscious mind that you have in your dreams. And if you do a meditation, it very often pops in for you. A dream journal would actually be good. You know, I'm seeing writing, so even to jot down a few words even in the morning or in the middle of the night if you wake up and if you have it beside your bed, a couple of words even, because it'll jog your memory. Because, you know, I don't know how many times this has happened to me. I have very bright, colourful, vivid dreams, and there's a lot of emotion. Some people don't dream in colour, some do, I do, and some people don't ever see themselves able to run in dreams. I can run, and so can other people in my dreams. And I have, you know, the dreams where you just need a bucket of popcorn when I'm telling them back to you. But sometimes I forget them. In the middle of the night, I could say, oh, I'll definitely remember that. You know, I could even be awake and thinking, yeah, I'll definitely remember that. And fall back asleep, get up in the morning and think, oh my goodness, what was that? So, you know, it's good for all of us. So for me, it's in the bathroom. It's easy for me to just put a jotter, because if you have someone else in the room with you, you know, they may not take too kindly to you sitting up and putting on the light to write down. But if you go into the bathroom, just write you a few words, you know, so whatever works for you, basically. Now, there's always a governing angel, so I'll check in a minute to see who the governing angel is for the month of August. But I just want to take a surrender card. So for those of you that know me know that I just kind of work with a lot of oracle decks, really. It's predominantly an angel card reading, but you know, the energy forecasts and that as well. I like to sort of feel the strong energies that are coming in. So the 22nd of August again. So they're saying the 2nd, obviously the 8th, you know, of August. But they're saying the 22nd as well. So I'm not up to speed really with astrology, but the 22nd does seem to be a number that I'm being told. That's really, really important. So now just let me see. Power to surrender. So what do we need to surrender? You know, so there's a great power involved in actually surrendering. Let's dig deep. Surrender to passion. Okay, again, get out of your head. Okay, so it really is about coming into the heart, you know, and to have that beautiful connection between the heart and the head. I do a lot of work with people, and I know I haven't started back my Sunday night We'll Let You Fire yet. That won't be starting until October because I have holidays in September. But we really just connect with our own divinity within by placing our hand on our heart at the beginning. So get out of your head and feel the fire in your belly. Focus on the people or activities that ignite your passion and let it flow. So it's really important for all of you as each individual. You all have your own individual passion. And it's really important that you fan the flames of your own passion and that you feel supported by the people that are around you. So sometimes it just means, you know, a new set of friends, you know, supporters that come into your life, and old ones just naturally fade away. So if the vibration is different, it just naturally fades away. But we all need support. You know, we support ourselves, obviously, predominantly, and we make our own decisions. But it's so much easier to walk tall and walk forward and make those big changes when we have support. So, you know, the support of one or two trusted friends, some groups, maybe some therapy, some healer, whatever the support is, you know, family members. You need to explain yourself sometimes that this doesn't work for me anymore. This does, you know, just time to stand tall and to surrender to passion. So surrender everything. So you don't even have to think about if you're surrendering. Hand it over to God and the angels. And surrender and allow the passion in. So your passion could be anything, you know, so you could be very creative and you haven't been using that flair. You could be a healer, you could be a gardener, you know, you could be a cook, you could be a designer, whatever the passion is, you know, creating computer programs. It's various, you know, so for all of us, if we all had the same passion, you know, it just wouldn't work in the world, would it? So surrender and surrender to passion. Just allow it in. One healing energy card, and then of course a card for the children, and we'll have an overall card for the month. So these are beautiful cards, lovely simple cards. Okay, so here's one jumping out at me. So it says peace. Okay, it's beautiful. I am unwavering in the face of fear. I come to my senses and I embrace challenges. I am determined to think with gentleness and calm. I find inner silence and I become a manifestation of peace. Isn't that just beautiful? Absolutely beautiful. So just allow yourself to be unwavering in the face of fear. So that's the standing tall. Allow yourself to have the support. Where are my kitties cards? Our kitties are so important. They are the future. And it's really, 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 really beautiful to see so many children shining their light so strongly. They can really educate us. I have 3 grandchildren myself, and I just watch them and I just listen and observe at times, and you know, I'm blown away by the understanding they have of what we perceive to be as mystical. They just understand it. So just allow our soul now to tell us. Okay, so one for the kids now, please, angels. So you may have children of your own, grandchildren, neighbours' children, nieces, nephews, whatever, the children of the world. So, ooh, tree angel. When you hug a tree, the tree angel is happy. Say to yourself, the tree angel loves me. That's a beautiful thing to do with children, is to encourage them to hug the trees, you know, and I always hug the trees, and when we're out with our grandchildren, they hug them as well. and we talk to the trees and we feel their roots, and we ask them to help us to root and to ground like them and to stand tall and strong like them. It's really beautiful. So there's the tree, and say to yourself, the tree angel loves me. Now, one overall card. First, I'm going to see what Archangel is working with us for the month. I feel drawn to taking an overall card from the Abraham Hicks deck. So I'll go with that. Okay, what Archangel? This is it anyhow. Peace again. Chamuel. Peace comes from remembering that only love is real. So that's it. Peace has come up to us. Okay, so bringing in that peace, unwavering in the face of fear. One overall message for the month. I'm just looking at my time. We're 20 minutes on here. That's great. Loads of messages. I'm sorry I missed last month, but we had builders banging and hammering and tearing the place apart, so I couldn't do the work anywhere. So put everything away and just decided to go with it and go with the gardening. It's beautiful now. So one card for the month now, please. Just a last bit of direction. Nothing is more important than that I feel good. Okay, so don't do anything that you don't really want to do. And this is exactly what came up during the reading. You couldn't make this stuff up. Keep yourself in a place of feeling good. Reach for the thoughts that feels better and watch what happens. Okay, so the next best feeling thought is what Abraham teaches, and then the next best feeling thought, and then the next. But it really is about standing in your own power and not doing anything that you don't want to do. Okay, so don't let people pull at your strings and take your time and your energy unless you want to share it. Nothing is more important than that I feel good. So look after yourself, because then you can look after everybody. Okay, so it's not being selfish. It's actually about looking after yourself first, so that you have your cup full to overflow, that you can look after everybody. Quick recap. Okay, so we drew 3 cards: spiritual growth, study, and meditation. So allow yourself to reap the reward. So if you have a course of study, this could be studying yourself. Okay, it may not be formal. It looks like the whole spectrum, and the angels are there to help you. So it might be spiritual study, and obviously meditation, you know, so you might want to study meditation itself, you know. So that's your first 3 cards. Then you have Archangel Michael telling you to lean on God and the angels and hand it over. Surrender to passion. Okay, allow yourself to be unwavering in the face of fear, and that will allow you to have the peace. Call on Chamuel if you want to really feel the peace, and peace comes from remembering that only love is real. So it really is about connecting with your heart and just feeling that love that's within. And for the kids, not sure where I put the card, tree hugging. So allow the kids to hug the trees, and the tree angel will absolutely love them for that. So you can find me at www.lightingtheway.ie. If you want a personal reading, it'll take an hour with some healing. So you can book that on my website. So it can be remote or in person. So I'm also offering life coaching, Metasonic healing, IET healing sessions, training workshops, and very soon I will be announcing a retreat. It's possibly going to be in the new year, so just look out for that. Thank you very much, and enjoy the month of August. I shall see you though during the month. Thank you. God bless you.